everybody, all you wonderful people, and welcome to the F1 Debrief podcast.
Yeah,
What a race, guys! What a
it
race
was
at
fun. It was
Singapore.
definitely fun to watch.
No, this is a big race after the Italian Grand Prix. This is one to see.
Yeah.
This is one
Can
for
we
the
talk
people.
about really quick just how surprising Daniel Ricardo finished? How high up he finished this race?
Dude, his post on Instagram made me just like feel so warm. He
Oh,
was,
I didn't even see it.
yeah, he had the biggest smile on his face, and his caption was just like, "We needed that," and it just
Oh yeah.
it just made me
Are
feel
you the one to
happy.
talk? Freaking fake Daniel fan, dude.
What do
You
you
s- you were
mean?
freaking pooping on him last
Okay, but
podcast.
okay. Just because
Mister
I'm.
Mister One Hit Wonder.
Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, I need to think of my words
Oh.
before I speak. But just because, wrong screen. Just because I love Daniel, but we also got to speak the truth. We're here for the people, and you got to speak the truth.
I
And
know, but you can't call him a one-hit wonder, though.
okay,
To be
whatever.
fair, that those 8 races should have been 9 because he should have won that one in Monaco. But who's counting?
Okay, yeah. Oh boy, we're gonna get into a whole nother thing here.
All right, let's
Whatever.
continue though. Let's continue.
What a race for Perez. I
Yep,
mean,
Yeah, dude.
he had a great
Wow.
start, especially over
solid
Leclerc, because
race.
Leclerc he kind of spun a little bit at the beginning.
Yeah, it was a great start from Perez right from the get go. I feel like throughout the whole race though, I didn't see very much of him.
Oh, it just
Oh,
seemed like in the
because he
beginning
was
they
so
showed him.
consistent.
They showed him
Yeah.
first lap, and then everything after that was just
Yeah,
nothing.
But I don't want
yeah,
that to take away because I mean, like, yes, we didn't see much of him, but that means he had a stellar performance because literally everyone else in
Yeah,
the field was bottling it and like spinning and messing
yeah.
up somewhere. But he was consistent, he was solid, and he brought it home.
yeah. They only showed a little bit of him when Leclerc was inching up on him,
Yeah, at the
but
very
Yeah.
end. Yeah.
then he just gassed it and
Yep.
Yeah.
stretched
Well, yeah,
that
because didn't
lead.
he finish with like 5 seconds or something, or like just over
Seven
5 seconds?
point five
Seven.
Yeah, there you go.
because
Once they told him, oh yeah,
yeah,
go ahead.
Yeah,
well,
because he had to pick up the pace just in case he got a penalty.
so
But I
yeah,
don't think he ended
they
up getting
told
one,
him
did he?
with 10. He did. They told him with
Oh, he
10.
did?
Yeah, they told him with 10 minutes to go. You said, "Hey, you're being checked in for a safety car infringement and make it a penalty. So hurry it the heck up." So he did increase the pace, but that's
Yeah,
the
I
thing.
did.
He
I
had already
remember that.
gotten one like warning for it, and they're like, "All right, it's okay. We'll let it go this time." But then it was a second one for apparently the infringement was he was over 10 cars behind the safety car. So that's
Yeah.
why
Who was
he.
the person that should have gotten it too? Was it Russell?
Oh, for
Go to
being
what?
so far back?
Oh no, he like jumped the gun past someone and then fell
That's
back.
Verstappen, bro.
Or was it Verstappen?
Yeah, I
Ooh.
have this in my
Yeah.
notes. Yeah. So and this is where yeah, so it was I don't know what god, there was 3 safety cars and 3 VSCs. So
Was that where he locked up?
a lot to keep track of. Yeah. So he was
Yeah.
trying to egg on it was where the lights were trying to turn green and he was trying to time it perfectly. And I don't know what the rules are for this, but I remember the commentators talking about if you go past, you're supposed to get a penalty. And he went at least half a car past Norris trying to get the jump on him, but I guess it went over everyone's head and nothing happened.
Well, yeah, he locked up, so he didn't really get much of an advantage.
No, I mean, yeah, at the end of the day, he actually got a disadvantage because he kind of messed up his
Yeah.
timing and everything. But I was just surprised that it didn't get talked about more. It didn't even get investigated. Then
Well, I
again,
think they didn't want to investigate it just because he punished himself basically.
okay, true. But I don't know what the rules are. But it was kind of wild, kind of wild. What were we talking about for? I'm spacing out. I had another thought.
We weren't really on anything really.
Oh,
We're on DNFs.
I mean, we were talking about Perez earlier.
Perez. I don't know,
But it
bro.
wasn't like too much of a storyline. I mean, it was. He gets his.
I had
what
a
is it, fourth
thought.
win?
I had a
Yeah.
thought, but now the thought's gone. So
Third,
I don't.
I
What?
think.
Who finished third?
It's either third or fourth win.
Oh,
It was good.
yes. Um. Perez is the first driver to win Monaco and Singapore in the same year since 2011 when Sebastian Vettel did it.
Ah,
There's
I did
your
not know that.
Max,
stat
Max's
stat
race
of the
streak ends.
pod. What? Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Jared's dead.
All right, well, let's
Anyways,
continue until he comes back.
that was my thought. I read that on an article. So
No, I mean, that was pretty
interesting thought.
fun.
No, it was a great drive from him though. I mean, just stellar performance.
You hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah, you're good.
Hello. Welcome backs.
What I was saying was Vettel, he keeps his win streak alive with Max.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes. Yeah. I
So
forgot
because
about
Max
that.
didn't win, he lost his win
Oh,
streak.
yeah.
No, yeah, I
So
forgot about
Vettel
that.
had, was it 9?
Yes, 9.
Yeah,
Max
yeah,
was only on
mine-
5 though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
So-
Max was just unfortunate on how qualifying went for him.
Yeah, totally. But
'Cause
yeah, he
I
was
know his
mad about
second to
that.
last. Yeah, I mean, his second to last hot lap, I don't know exactly what happened.
He
But,
was going to not have enough fuel.
No, the second to last lap, not the
The
last
second
lap.
lap. Oh yeah, the one where he boarded first, and yeah, I don't know. That's a good question, but
Yeah, I don't know what happened there, but yeah, the last lap, yeah, he needed. He was gonna get tested, so he needed enough fuel. So that kind of sucked, but yeah.
no, but Verstappen, he had a chance to get on the podium.
Oh yeah, that last lap, he was on target to actually
Well, but then he had.
provisional pole.
Oh, it was the when he tried to get past Norris. He actually had the move done, but his brakes weren't hot enough, so they just locked up, and that's when he went on, and then he had to go pit again for new tires.
Yeah. Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so
he flat spotted those.
Yeah, that was a hard break. So he definitely had a chance to get a podium, but he'll live another day. He'll be all right.
Doing like
another podium? I don't know about another podium. Maybe.
I think that was with 33 minutes left when
that's true.
Max locked up. I mean, and he was making the moves happen. So
did you see how many fastest laps he set like towards the end of the race?
Yeah, he was
cooking
it up.
And then Russell ended up taking it, right?
Yeah, but dude,
They
I
decided to pit
was
Russell
kind of
and then,
bummed, bro.
Take the fast lap.
Russell's first not top 5 race when finishing the race.
I mean, his qualifying wasn't too.
I don't mind
good.
it. I'm not a big Russell fan.
What? What?
I do not like Russell.
You're talking.
Why?
You're saying that to the wrong person, Mr. Mercedes himself.
Because, dude, he's like it. He is the epitome of a Mercedes driver. He pulls all the casual cliche terms. Oh, he turned.
I can't
into
deny
me.
that, but
It was mixed fault. All this, and it annoys me. I get he's a good driver, but it just bugs me.
There was a funny. Oh yeah. There's a funny quote that he said during the race. Oh no!
Did you see the Haas tweet?
No.
And Haas tweeted it, said, "No, George, no, that was so not right."
Oh. Did he actually? Did they actually?
Yeah, Haas
That's
tweeted
funny.
That.
That's kind of hilarious.
I saw a meme. It was him looking at like one of those like safe environment pictures, and it says, "Should I say it? Is it mean? Is it kind? Like, does it hurt someone else?" With like all these rainbow colors. Yeah, that was it.
Anyways, he had a pretty poor race yesterday, but he was the first ones on the mediums, and he was losing pace like no other.
Yeah, I mean, he was a couple laps too early on that one for sure, but he was so far behind. It was just kind of a Hail Mary for him.
What else are you gonna do?
Yeah.
There was no chance for him. That's where it was like Mercedes kind of just took the gamble. You're like, if these work out and we see good data, then we'll put Hamilton on him or whatever.
Exactly.
He's kind of the guinea pig for the whole paddock.
Yeah, he was, because once his times started doing good, everyone started pitting.
Everyone pit, and some people waited even a little longer and pit on softs, like Daniel.
Oh yeah, do we know when he pit?
Like Daniel and Bottas.
Do you know when they pitted?
I do not. Because I've been at work all weekend.
No, I don't have that either. But no, it was a wild race to determine what tires to wear, and we had this in quali where they were trying to figure out when would be like the turnover point where it would be dry enough for slicks, and it just like it never happened. It took forever for the track to finally warm up. Because we had an hour of rain before the race, and so that made everything interesting and fun.
Especially since it's so humid there. So
yeah, everything just stays wet.
Longer to dry up. But but yeah, staying on the topic of tires, I remember like early on in the race, Hamilton was complaining about how they put on the wrong tires.
Yes.
Or that he wanted different tires, and so he ended up just sticking on that intermediates.
Apparently, yeah. When I was listening into more of that, the commentators were saying at the beginning of the race they thought that Hamilton wanted to be on the full wet set of tires. But later in the race, they found out that the used set of intermediates were doing better than a new set of intermediates. And so Lewis wanted to be on a more used set of intermediates because that way he would have had more grip. So
I see.
that was that there. But it didn't really matter because he kind of had a shitty race, though. I feel like he also kind of binned it.
I mean, he was doing fine until he locked up, right?
Yeah, dude.
He locked up and tried to make a move on I forget who, but he made
Carlos. I don't even know if he was trying to make a move. I would just watch the race for 30 before the podcast, and like there was no move there. I think it was more just out of frustration because he kept saying, Carlos is holding me back, blah blah blah. Like if I was in front of him, I'd be in contention, whatever. But he just he went into the turn so hard and he broke so late. It was like he got really lucky that I feel like his wing didn't fully break off. He went into that barrier hard.
That is true, yeah. I mean, a lot of people got impatient, I feel like there was Hamilton, Verstappen got impatient once, but he spun twice, right?
Well,
yeah, I think so. What were we saying, Jared?
Was saying how Mercedes got you were saying how they were super lucky, and I was gonna mention how so many other people hit into the barriers too, and every one of them couldn't back out. What was it? Yuki, he couldn't get out of there.
Dude, yeah.
Was it Nick too?
Yeah. So I've got all the drivers that DNF'd. So we'll start from the bottom. We had, and we'll go through all these right now. We had Zhou and Latifi lap 7 and 8. So I don't know if you guys saw this incident, but I don't know what turn it was, but Zhou was on the outside and he had space, but Latifi apparently didn't see him. Dude, things just keep getting worse for Latifi. My man's gotta go, but I'm sorry. But anyways, so yeah, Zhou's on the outside, Latifi's next to him, and he just goes, "Oh, I'm just gonna squeeze him into the wall because I have the right of way."
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, but then he's like, "Oh, I didn't see him. I have a puncture. Oh no!" And so Zhou ended up breaking his axle or whatever, so he was out of the race. And then Latifi had a puncture, and then they're just like, "It's not worth driving because you're just not gonna get any points." So both of their cars, they both DNF'd. Zhou lap 7, Latifi lap 8. And our boy Fernando Alonso, dude, it was his 350th Grand Prix, the most Grand Prix ever driven by a driver, and unfortunately, he DNFs on lap 21.
Yep.
So what a way to
go. Later in the race, early.
No, yeah, it was early, and I just saw him afterwards, and he was just sitting like this, just all sad.
I mean,
but. Yeah, I feel bad. Feel bad for him.
It was a power unit, right?
His engine just completely shut off.
Yeah.
That blew up.
Yeah. So next we have Albon, lap 27. He also had an incident kind of like Lewis where he took in a turn, he broke way too late, tires locked up, he understeered, and so he lost his wing. Then that's the whole thing is I don't know what happened because then he pitted and then they're just like, yeah, it's not worth going out. So I don't know if there was, they had more internal damages or what, or even the budget cap. I don't know. They just couldn't risk it or whatnot.
Yeah.
So Albon, both their races. So already we have both Williams out. So it's like, geez, that's not going well. Then we have Esteban Ocon, lap 28. His engine blew up. Puff of smoke came out of it.
Oh, that was the one I was talking about. Yeah.
That one was bad.
He was saying that he'd heard that the car sounded bad for like 3 laps. And he was like, he said, I'm sorry, I heard the car sounded bad or whatever. Not his fault, but his engine blew up. Big puff of smoke, lap 28.
Yep.
And then finally, we have Yuki, lap 36. Another situation, broke way too late. Locked the tires, and then.
I mean, to be fair, that was like his out lap on the mediums, though, right?
Oh, was it? That's a good question.
So yeah,
it may
I'm
have
pretty
been.
sure it was. Yeah,
no, yeah, you're
or
right.
It was like either his out lap or his second lap, and I think he was just warming him up still.
You could be right.
Since it was still wet.
Yeah.
But I remember seeing that.
He was really angry at himself, but like all this happened only right past before the half of the race. Like all this happened really early on.
Yeah.
There was a lot of mistakes being on. We saw mistakes from Lewis, from Max, from who else? I don't know who else. Maybe that was it.
Sebastian, I believe, too.
Oh, really?
I think he went off.
Maybe.
I forget honestly.
But Aston Martin did pretty good. They scored 6th and 7th. It was their best.
Kind of helps half the fields.
Okay. Yes. Okay. Yes. But to be fair, when I rewatched it, they were actually above most of those cars. I think they were above everyone except Alonso.
Yeah.
So I get that. I get that. And half the people that DNF'd, it was their fault. So I'm giving them some credit.
With the exception of Joe. But
I'm giving them some credit because they also have been no-hit wonders, and now it was their time to shine, and they brought home some points. And yes, we can say the same about McLaren. They got 4th and 5th, then again, I was also looking at it, and Daniel, he was having a decent drive, and he was ahead, I think, of 4 of the drivers that DNF'd, so he gained 2 places. And then, of course, you have, the mistakes from Hamilton and whatever. So, that's racing. Say what again? I just said a whole spiel.
Oh, but something about Hamilton?
I was just saying that we could say the same about Aston Martin to McLaren, how, half the drivers DNF'd, so.
I was just getting at that you said Hamilton and mistakes and everything. That just made me smile a bit.
yes, he he had a lot of mistakes.
Yes.
I wouldn't say he had a lot of mistakes, honestly.
No,
a lot of mistakes is kind of being over dramatic. But
okay.
On the topic of the McLaren finishes, because both of them finished and the Aston Martin and Alpine didn't finish, they leapfrogged Alpine in the constructors.
Yes, I remember this. Yes, I have the points right now. So what? Lando was 4th. Daniel was 5th. So that would have been what? 18 and 15. Points. 22 points. So yeah. Anyways, so yeah, they're at 129. And Alpine's at 125.
Yeah.
Ugh. So got the leap over. But I feel like Daniel needs to keep the pace with whatever he has if they still want to win. I still feel like Alpine can still pull it.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But
I mean, yeah.
But yeah, a horrible weekend for Alpine, a horrible weekend for Williams. Although every weekend has been kind of horrible for Williams, except Italian.
Oh, man.
But sorry. I know Williams is your team, Jared. I know. I'm sorry.
Oh no.
I'm sorry to do him dirty like that. But okay, it's okay out here, man. It is all righty. But no, it was good to have a good race after I feel like pretty boring race.
Yeah.
I kind of disagree. Besides, okay, it was.
You can't disagree.
The racing.
No. You can't disagree.
Wait,
that's not under the contract.
Let me.
It says that you have to agree.
Oh,
I'm not
okay.
paying you to disagree.
You don't pay us
wait,
that.
you're getting paid?
I'm just kidding. No. Sorry, what were you saying?
Anyways, I was saying that I didn't think the racing was all. It was like a good race, but it wasn't like I was like, oh, I needed this race. It was good. It was a great race.
Really?
I think it was only interesting because there were so many DNFs, and everything else was just kind of like no passing. There was a lot of like fluff and furls and all that, like the into the barriers and with Max, like that kind of shenanigan with like the trying to valley Norris, but it just wasn't like it wasn't like a whoa kind of race.
I can.
I beg to differ. I mean,
All right, let's hear it, Kevin. Let's hear the
I mean,
counter.
Max Verstappen. He started in 8th.
Yes.
Yeah.
He got up all the way into like 5th, dropped all the way back down to like basically.
He actually had a terrible start.
Yeah, he did.
Anyways.
Yeah. He dropped 4 places at one point, right?
Yeah, at
Yeah,
the very
he had 4
start.
places. He dropped pretty far down, and he fought his way back up to 7th. I mean, yeah, on paper he only went up 1 place, but the race he had was pretty dramatic. And then let's see what else. Daniel Ricardo, he was pretty far into the back. Wasn't he out in
17th?
Yeah, he started.
Yeah,
17th,
that's right.
17th to 5th. That's a lot of passing. I don't know about you, but that is a lot of passing.
Oh, that's a good point.
And that's only 2 drivers. 2 drivers basically went up and down the grid. And then let's see, Aston Martin. I don't think Vettel got out of Q3 either. Did he?
I actually have no clue. Oh, I can get the quali stuffs right here. I got you, bro. I got you. So let's see. Yeah, Sebastian Vettel, he started 14th.
Yep. So he got into Q.
Yeah,
he got into Q2.
Daniel
but yeah.
17th and Stroll 12th.
Yep.
I got to ask on here.
What?
You have a note on here. Nice to Lewis.
I have a what?
I have a note on here. It says Bono, nice to Lewis.
Oh yes, dude. Okay. Well, I was saying I rewatched the race, and this was when after he bended in the wall, and he's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry, guys. Like I fricked it up. Like I'm so sorry. This is all my fault." And Bono, dude, the guy's a legend. He I would want him to calm me down. He was like, "It's all right, matey. We're still in this." Like it was just a happy message. He's like, "It's okay, mate.
Yeah.
Like it's okay, bud. We're good. We got this. Like we're still in it." So that's why. What?
I said Bono.
I think you did.
Bono.
Peter Bonington. Anyways, that's why my note was Bono nice to Lewis, because I thought it was an endearing message. And at the end of the day, it's like he's got nothing to win. He's got everything to win, nothing to lose. So
Yeah, that is true.
He's got don't need to be like too hard on yourself. It is what it is. So that was what that note was for. Hi. But what do we see? We've got where even is Lewis in the drivers? Lewis, so yeah, like Lewis is secured 6th. He's in 6th. He's with 170 points, and Lando is 100 points off. So if he secured a spot. So there really is nothing. He's got nothing to lose. But this does play because George Russell was kind of in contention for 2nd place, but after this tragedy of a race, he is.
He's the words coming out of this guy's mouth.
He's in 4th with 203 points, but with Sergio's win, that brings him a lot closer to getting 2nd. So Charles Leclerc has 237 and Checo Perez is 235.
2 points off.
2 points with 5 races to go. 5 races. So it'll be interesting, man.
Yeah. Considering that Checo, he was like almost nowhere to be seen for like the past
A lot of races.
The past two races, because he finished second in the Belgian, but I won't say nowhere to be seen, but he finished fifth, so
No, yeah,
in terms of strategy, he wasn't really much there.
Back to the note where Jared didn't like the race and Kevin did like
I liked it. I just
no. You said what you've said. It's out there, okay? You didn't like the race. It's fine, okay?
It's fine. It's fine.
I can understand both points. I did enjoy the race, and I think it was a good one. There wasn't there was, I think, a few drivers that had a lot of overtaking. Granted, I don't think we saw a lot of it. I feel like there was a lot of TV direction, on Max, because this could be the race where he gets the championship. I feel like there was still a lot of camera action still on Lewis. There's still, I feel like, a lot of camera action on only a certain few drivers. So I feel like we didn't get to see a lot of it.
Yeah,
but
that's for sure.
I feel like we also saw like a whole nother side of, racing in general with such weird weather. The weather was a huge play, and then the whole tire, strategy, and just like seeing how everything played out, and seeing where drivers messed up. So I feel like in a way it was still like, overall we got a lot compared to some other boring races where there's like literally nothing. There's no overtaking, there's no tire strategy, there's no you know what I mean. So I feel like overall we got refreshing. It was like I feel like we hadn't seen like a weather race kind of like this since Spa, even though we didn't really see anything, but you know what I mean? Like, it was refreshing. It was, new stuff. It was interesting.
Yeah.
That's my take on it. But whatever, man. Whatever. It's okay. We're going to have a new guest next time, Kevin.
All right. Sounds good to me. We can bring Connor on.
Oh, gosh. No. We can't bring Connor on.
All right. Let's continue.
Connor's going to hate.
What's our next point?
I don't know. But I thought it was really funny where when Hamilton went off into the barrier, he came out right in front of Max. And I was like, oh, that's got to piss Max off, dude. He's like, this guy needs to get, the hell out of the way from me.
I'm trying to make quick work of him, though, look.
Well, because Lewis actually got really lucky because it was also in the pit window where everyone was starting to pit for slicks.
Oh,
and
that's true.
They thought his wing was okay, but the left part of it was actually dangling. Earlier in the race, Kevin Magnussen, dude, he's been getting so many black and white flags. And for people listening to the podcast, black and white flags basically means you have something wrong with your car, and they're forcing you to come in to fix it. So they were thinking Lewis is gonna get black and white flags anyways because it's gonna fly off and that's gonna hit someone. So he ended up just pitting to get slicks, and so that's how Max was able to get past Hamilton pretty quickly. But then a few laps later in the race, when Max bended into the the drive out road, whatever it's called, and then he came out in front of a Hamilton. I feel like it was it's not intentional, but in a way it's kind of like an FU. Hamilton goes in front of Max and Max goes in front of Hamilton. So anyways. Dude.
Jump to race predictions
already?
No, one more thing. So many safety cars.
Yeah, was there like 4, 5?
So
6?
in my calculations, and then again, I know there was three full safety cars, and then I believe there was
1 VSC,
2 VSCs. So there was I think a safety car for the Joe Latifi accident.
Right.
I think Alonso, there was a VSC. And then Albon, there was a safety car. And then Ocon, I don't know which one, Ocon or Yuki was a safety car.
Yuki was a safety car.
Okay, and then I think Ocon was a VSC. So, yeah, every single Singapore Grand Prix that has ever been raced has had a safety car. So, kind of bummed my prediction of 2 red flags never came out. But
I mean, 2 red flags is pretty bold. 1 red flag is already bold enough.
dude, I need to do my research. I feel like I'm terrible at understanding what the hell these tracks do.
I mean, red flags are only like it's gonna take too long for them to just like repair the track. They might as well, instead of like
True.
them just sitting behind the safety car for 20 minutes, they just red flag it to
Very
ensure
true.
that there's actually racing.
I don't know why. Like in my mind, before we made the predictions, I was like, Singapore is a tight track, so I was like, there's definitely gonna be somewhere where they crash and they're gonna need a red flag. But Jared had 2 safety cars. That was your prediction, and Kevin, yours was Kevin Magnussen in the points, dude. And he would have been. He would have been. I think
close.
if he didn't have his
if it wasn't for the wing.
So if Russell, Mercedes kind of bend it because Russell was the one that caused his wing to get loose. So, it is what it is.
Yeah.
It is what it is. What else happened?
I heard a debate, or not a debate. People were a little confused on why they weren't going onto full wet tires and sticking the mediums. Did you see any like?
Wait. Say this again.
Wait. Yeah.
So people were confused why the racers weren't allowed to be on full wet tires.
I mean, they're allowed to go on full wets.
Was there?
No, I think it's they set like a certain amount of tires that you're allowed to have.
I mean, yeah, you're only supposed. They allocate a certain amount of tires per race. You can't go
what
over.
I'm saying is, like, in that range, like, of the tires, they only go back so far. So, like, if there's like intermediate, like soft and super soft, and then there's like ones on the other side, they can't have like okay, I'm sorry, I'm explaining this poor for the listeners. Like, they can only have
for us also.
I know. You can only have like 3 tires like next to each other, but they can't be like more than that. Does that make sense?
No.
3 different variations.
I think I kind of understand where you're going with this. But I feel like when there's a wet race, I feel like you cannot like discard the wets.
Well, they didn't have any wets. It was only intermediates.
Why?
That's what I'm confused about.
I think they had wets, but the thing is, like, I don't think there's a point on using the wets because it wasn't that there weren't puddles on the ground.
That is true. I guess I didn't see that, but I just saw like a big debate online, like why weren't they allowed to use
this debate?
I'll go find it. Yeah, I'll find it.
Because honestly, I don't think the wets were needed because it already rained. There wasn't very much rain coming down.
Yeah.
The track was very slowly drying up. So.
No, yeah, it was. Yeah, the wets was it was too much for the wets. There was no need for it, and
they definitely would have overheated.
Yeah, you needed to. But I don't remember. Yeah, I don't remember hearing anything about you not being able to race on wets. Nor do I think that's even allowed. I feel like if it's a wet race, how can you not
have wets? Yeah.
I understand what he's saying because for every race weekend, you're only allocated so many so many of a certain tire. Like you're only allocated however many number of tires. Is that what you're kind of saying, Jared? Like,
well, it's just like in the range, like, cause I'm thinking they can't like say, oh yeah, there's like 4 variations, but like every other race has like 3 variations allowed.
Of what?
The softness.
They set each race like you know how there's more than like just 3 variations.
There's 5 compounds.
Super soft, super soft, like all that stuff.
Super soft is no longer a thing.
Right before the race. Okay, well, you get what I'm saying. Is they're saying like they're only saying this race you can use these tires, and it's specifically for like the tarmac type, and then weather kind of all that stuff plays a factor.
I get
Doesn't
that.
Matter. This is the bad.
Well, I do that because I think it's I think it's because of Pirelli and.
It's just for like the race, the FIA. That's what they set for each race.
Yeah,
So like some races have
Pirelli
like
tells
harder
them.
compounds.
Yeah, Pirelli tells the FIA like, hey, these these three compounds are going to be the best used because it'll be the safest for the drivers and whatnot. Because like I don't exactly know what the compounds were used, but like like if you use too soft of a compound, and obviously they're gonna push them as much as
Yeah.
they can. Like they're not like I don't know how to explain it, but it basically just Pirelli just trying to prevent another Baku from like last year where where they went one step softer and they kind of just blow up like when they're not supposed to.
Mhm.
I don't know. That's just my idea of it. I don't actually know what the actual reason is, but that's just how I
No, I
feel
think
like it's next weekend.
Makes sense.
yeah, I think you're pretty. I mean, you had the general definitely summary.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's the idea of it. You know, I think I don't know where we. Bro, I'm lost in the sauce. I don't know.
What else is
What else happened, dude? What else? Um, don't know. I think
you don't know?
no, I don't, man. I don't. Um, yeah, Alonso came out today and saying he has lost 60 points over all of his car ups throughout the
I
year.
mean, yeah, it makes throughout this year alone.
But this year alone, 60
Yeah, that makes
points.
sense. I
Now
mean, I
that's
always feel like his car is DNF'd or something, especially like I don't feel like Ocon's had that much, but Alonso, I feel like he's always out with something.
Alonso.
Like,
Yeah, he's been getting
yeah,
shafted.
yeah, because I feel like I feel like that's one of the main reasons he wanted to move, just because he just kept on DNFing and just got sick of it.
If he had 60 extra points, that would put him in 7th behind Lewis.
Damn.
That would only bring him up 2 places. He is in 9th right now. You guys know any information on how Max can clinch this title in Japan?
Oh, actually, I don't know. I think
What's
it's become a little harder now because Leclerc.
He's closer, right? I mean, yeah, obviously
Yeah.
he
I
scored.
think he just has to finish second. I mean, first with fastest.
That's
my guess.
All right, it's first search in Google. Let's read this article by SkySports.com. Okay, let me just briefly where does it go? So he leads his driver standing with 341 points heading into the Japanese Grand Prix. He's 104 points clear of Leclerc. Oh, my mic. Sorry. Sorry. That was unnecessary. Unnecessary. um, he needs to be 112 points clear after the race at Suzuka to ensure that he has clinched the title. Suzuka, that's
12 points.
That's the next race, right? That's Japan.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
wait, if that means he only needs 112 and has 104, he just needs 8 points.
Everything's there. Yeah, so he needs a minimum of 8 points. Leclerc can't get any higher than
Okay,
7 either.
so here we go. Verstappen will win the championship if Leclerc finishes anywhere lower than second.
Yeah, anything lower than second, then he gets first.
Yep.
That'd definitely be interesting if that does happen.
I know, and it's funny because this is all talking about Verstappen beating Leclerc, but Perez is only 2 points off, so technically he's still in contention, guys.
No, I think mathematically, I think he's out.
2 points.
He's only 2 points off of Leclerc.
Oh, is he really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's true.
My boy Checo can win this thing.
As much as I love supporting Checo, I don't think he will win the drivers. He did clinch the constructors for Red Bull though this weekend.
Did they really? Oh, they did clinch it. Okay, yeah.
Yep.
Okay, got it.
Oh
So,
yeah.
yeah.
Singapore.
No.
Max.
Oh, sorry. I misheard you. So Sergio's 2 points behind Leclerc. I don't know why I was thinking Verstappen.
Whoa,
Oh,
you're
no.
wild, bro. You
I
are
was like, what?
on
That's
something.
why I was. Yeah.
No. So yeah, Max has to also he's got to finish in the top 6.
Yeah.
So let's see. If Verstappen finishes second, Leclerc would have to finish higher than 6th. Anyways, if Verstappen can just keep things on the racing line, he'll win.
Basically, yeah.
He'll win. He's got it in the bag, bro. Do we know when the last Japanese race was?
3-4 years ago?
Because I'm trying to find these damn...
Or 2 years ago. Or 2-3 years ago. Yeah, something like that.
Homie, guys. Did you know that for us, the Japanese Grand Prix is on Saturday?
Oh, actually? Holy.
It's saying...
Oh, yeah, I do
It's
see
saying
that.
Saturday, October 8th,
Saturday.
10 p.m.
Damn. I mean, they're like 15 hours ahead of us, I think. I think that's why.
Wow.
So we'll be able to watch it. And
All
not
right.
have to wake up at 5 a.m.
Dude, yeah, that is a clutch and a half, bro. I am tired. No, actually, I'm not, because I don't wake up early enough to watch these races. But it'd be nice to watch them live, because I'd like to do, maybe in the future, some live streams, maybe for, like, the U.S. Grand Prix.
I was going to say, you do not wake up that early. I'm like, if anyone wakes up that early, I do, but I rarely do.
So maybe for the races where we can live stream it, we can live commentate over it. Anyways, that's coming in the future. So our last, any more thoughts on the Singapore Grand Prix? Final thoughts. Race out of 10. What was your race number out of 10?
Ooh, race number out of 10. I'll give it like a 8.5.
That's high. Okay.
It is high. I mean, it was a fun race to watch.
Okay. I'll probably give it like a 6.5. 6.75.
Dude.
Okay,
Yeah.
I have a follow-up question though. What race did you prefer over this one though?
Ooh, Jared doesn't remember any of the races because he's a fake fan.
I mean, they go in and out of my ears.
Dude, I couldn't answer that.
Watch, he's gonna say the Russian Grand Prix.
Wasn't the last race pretty good?
What?
No, hold on. I'm trying to think. Hold on, give me a sec. You put me on the spot and start making the dumbest blind.
Okay, well, I give the race.
Oh no, that was the Italian one.
Yes, we briefly talked about that race too. This podcast about how it was a boring
I really
race.
like the Hungarian.
Barely.
Which one?
Yeah, I like the Hungarian and Austrian. Those ones are really good.
Bahrain, first race of the season. No, but
that is true. That was a fun one.
It was a juicy one. No, I give this race an 8. I give it an 8. It was a good race.
Oh, yeah.
I think if the TV direction was a little bit better, we could have seen more like
that is true
of what was happening. I think it might have bumped up your score, Jared.
Yeah, that's a fair point. I just think it was very lackluster.
And
it was a good race,
yeah.
but it just was like, I don't know.
F1.
If I'm gonna give like 8s, I want it to be like really high.
No, okay. I mean, whatever. I think F1, they need to do, I know IndyCar does this, they need to do like, and they're doing a little bit more of it now, they need to do like where they have, 2 different screens going at once. Not like the whole race, but like when there's an overtake happening and,
They kind of do with like the side.
Fun fact, the FIA doesn't care about IndyCar because I heard of.
Wow. I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Another fun fact: if he won the championship last year, he would have been able to race this year. Anyways,
Ooh.
he would have had enough points. Regardless, so I think they're doing, like you said, Jared, they're doing a little bit of it. But it's just like we said, Daniel went from 17th to 5th, and I have no clue how he got there. whether it was from jumping people that retired, was it from a pit stop that he got ahead of people? Like, I literally
honestly, yeah, because like I remember I was watching it from start to finish, and all of a sudden Daniel's in 5th. I'm like, when did this happen?
Yeah, like I just like, and I'm happy for him, but I'm just like, I have no clue how you got here.
Yeah.
Anyways, that's my thought. I think it'd be nice just to, if we could have, whenever there are moments like this, double, or like if there's a bland moment in the race, we go back and I don't know, look over it, just so people can, because I understand you've got to show the top people, because like that's what is the latest and greatest, but the other drivers need some love too. All right, any other final thoughts?
I think race predictions is a good way to end up right now.
All right. Well, first of all,
I don't even remember this.
I know, neither do I. It was last race 2019, bro. I think that was when I started watching F1. So.
Oh right, 2-3 years ago.
I've got the top 5 here for you. We've got Valtteri Bottas.
Oh yeah,
P1. Then we have Sebastian Vettel, Lewis Hamilton, Alex Albon.
When he was still at Red Bull.
Yes, and Carlos Sainz Jr. So that's your top 5. 2019, very different cars, Actually, but no, you're right. We gotta talk about our last predictions for Singapore. So I'm just kind of jumping the gun here. All right. So for the Singapore predictions, for me, I had Max, Leclerc, and Russell. So I get 2 points for Leclerc being in second. Jared, you had Max, Leclerc, and Lando, which, I'm sorry for giving you shit for Lando, but, he had a good race. He had a good race. He was close. He was close. You missed it on Alonso, though. He DNF'd when you said he'd be P4, but, that's close one.
It's a P5. Bro, yeah.
It's a P5, I thought, didn't I?
Oh, he's still DNF'd.
I think he's
so,
P5, but
doesn't matter.
So Jared gets 2 points, and then Kevin, you had Max, Leclerc, and Sainz, so you get 3 points for your awesome predictions. So that brings total 3 races into this predicting. I have 12, Jared has 10, and Kevin has 7.
Yeah.
So with 5 races to go. Soon.
I should have just swapped out freaking Max and Checo. Oh, could have been the dream.
Because anyone can still win this thing, because like we said, if you get all 3 right, you get an additional 5 points. So
really? I don't remember.
Okay, well I do.
So
yeah, so okay, rules. P1 gets 3 points, P2 gets 2, P3 gets 1, and then if you get all 3, you get an additional 5 points. So you have a chance to get 10 points if you get everything right. A lot of points.
I've been so close. I'm telling you, qualies are just my thing.
You're one out this time. So, anyways, all right. Japanese Grand Prix at Suzuka. What do you guys think, man?
Do we need the odds before we do this? Or
yes, I want to read the odds.
Okay.
I want the odds.
Max Verstappen, -180. Do I need to do the odds? Or
but
just,
didn't Max?
I don't think you need the odds.
Didn't you say Max was supposed to win last time?
I mean, he's supposed to win every single race.
This is before quali and everything, so.
That's true.
Yeah, so pretty much. I'll just do top 5. I won't do the amount. Or do you want me to do the amount?
No, just do top 5, because I have no clue what the amount means.
Okay, yeah. So it's pretty much Max, Charles, Sergio, Lewis, and Carlos Sainz. Those are the top 5. Those are what they're saying.
Gosh, man, what do I want to do?
Suzuka. Let's see. No.
I know what I'm picking.
Okay, give it to me.
I'm gonna go Max, Charles, Hamilton.
All right. I guess I'll go next. I'll go. Holy, all right. I'll go McLaren first. This one's hard. McLaren first. Then I'll put Max in second and Carlos in third.
Carlos third, alrighty.
And then Checo in fourth, just because. Actually, no, I put Hamilton in fourth. Funsies.
Hamilton fourth. Okay. I'm not writing that down because we're not doing that, but cool. All right, I'm going Checo Perez.
Wow, back to back.
Yeah, dude, I've got faith in my boy. He had a killer drive.
I mean, he, to be fair, he did figure out the car.
He had a killer drive.
He seemed like he figured out the car.
I'm telling you right now, I'm getting 10 points next race.
I don't know what's 10.
Yeah, your guys aren't gonna think that once I tell you my next two. In second, I'm going Hamilton.
Oh yeah, 10 points out the window.
In third, I'm going Max.
Okay.
That's my
Wow.
my
All
top
right,
three.
all right.
I'm going off my Max train. I voted Max first every single race. So
Actually, I'm gonna take mine back. I'm gonna go Leclerc, Max, Checo.
all right. Oh, he's on the
Sainz in
Checo
fourth.
train. Sainz in fourth. Okay. We'll see, man. I don't know. I literally don't remember this track at all. So
Yeah, I've never watched this, so I don't know. But yeah,
It's kind of fun. It's
Mercedes
got two big
I feel like
straightaways.
Mercedes also has a pretty nice chance though.
yeah, well,
Yeah, we'll
Russell
see.
was saying that they should have. I don't know if he said this exactly. Oh boy, but he was saying that they definitely had a chance to win this race. So
Oh yeah, they had an outside chance for sure.
yeah, they're edging closer, dude. They're edging closer. Lewis has 5 more races to keep that thing going, to keep his record going. He said though that he doesn't care about it, but
I mean, yeah.
I mean I would care. But I don't know. He's got so many other records, so I don't know. Do you care?
Yeah.
Do you not care? Do we still think Max will get most races in a season?
What is it again?
It's
9?
13. He has 11.
Ooh.
This is
Think he
also
gets
held
it.
by Vettel and Schumacher.
Yes. I'm gonna say yes.
Or at least ties it.
Yeah, at least
Ooh,
ties up.
I could see a tie. I don't know why. Like after this race, I feel like I don't know if he'll beat it, but I could see a tie.
Yeah, because there are 5. I mean,
Uh-oh.
because I feel like he's gonna win the U.S. and then probably Abu Dhabi. So
Yeah, I
think
could
he's
see
gonna
that.
tie. I think at least he's gonna tie.
Dude, Checo with 3 wins in a row at the Mexican GP too, bro.
Dude, if he wins at the Mexican GP, holy, that will be something else.
There we go.
His home Grand Prix.
That's the next race, right?
What?
No, U.S.
No,
is.
Oh.
Yeah, it goes the Japanese and the U.S.
Oh, U.S. Okay, then Mexico.
Yep. Yep.
So this track looks kind of fun. It's got 2 main straightaways, a tight hairpin, and then like a kind of really windy chicane.
Dude, maybe
Yeah.
we should race it before the weekend.
It'd be fun.
We'll do some of those videos once we all have time, which we don't. But
Yeah, I was gonna say I definitely don't. I'm
we'll,
always busy.
we'll do something here. Anyways, yeah, dude, few races left to go. I'm already getting sad because we're gonna go in a drought here, man, without some F1.
Yeah.
Let's
No
see.
IndyCar either, so
Dude, I know, but look for it. I'm thinking we should do an IndyCar vlog.
IndyCar will.
IndyCar
I don't
vlog?
follow IndyCar a little bit.
Neither do I, but we
I
go
follow
to
a little bit, but yeah.
what I mean by that is because we go to the race every year at Long Beach,
You can't say every year. We've only gone twice.
Okay, every year since we have been into racing. Right, that's a fact. That's factual information. All right. So okay, that's true. We can't say every year. We weren't even born when it started, but so I don't know. That's stuff's in the works. So we'll see. Thank you guys for listening in. Share the podcast. Get the fan base to be bigger fans and stuff. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm lost, bro.
Let's keep on going.
On a side note, dude, look at my cool new hat.
Oh,
I got the F1 hat, man.
Surprised it wasn't Mercedes.
I'm a fan of everyone.
That's okay. The Mercedes one is in the mail.
I spoke too soon.
No, I'm just joking. I'm kidding. That was too easy. Anyways, got my official merchandise, man. I'm a Formula One super fan now.
Should give my NASCAR hat out.
Oh no, I don't. We
Get
don't
your
like.
IMSA
We don't like.
hat out. Get your IMSA hat out.
Dude, where is it?
That one's actually pretty sick.
Yeah, what did I do with it, bro?
Oh, don't tell me you threw it away.
Out of here.
That was a cool hat.
This one's the baller hat, bro. This is actually screw the F1 hat.
Oh.
IMSA's balling, bro. This is dude. I forgot I had this hat. I love this hat.
How'd you forget? I remembered. What?
Because Bree went through my entire freaking room and reorganized everything.
Oh, thank God! Now you know. Now you can find things now.
Too bad we can't see it because your face is freaking blurry.
Oh, now I feel bad because I have an Acura, but Acura's not really racing in F1. Neither is Honda. Technically Honda is.
Next podcast is gonna be hat podcast day, so bring your favorite hats.
My favorite hat. My favorite hat's not even a car hat.
Doesn't need to be. It's favorite hat day.
All right. At least I'm wearing my my Porsche shirt today.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there you go. All right. Anyways, thank you guys for listening. It is much appreciated. Please share the podcast. It really helps us out. We enjoyed making these for you guys, so all the support is really appreciated. Stay tuned for the next race. Hopefully it's a good one. I want to see some good results. I want the last 5 races to be absolute bangers. So we'll see.
It'll be fun.
Thank you guys for listening, and we will see you in the next one. Bye-bye and peace.